Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over March 2021 Big D bag. So, just to clarify things, I know that the last Big D bag said it was my last one, but and I think I had mentioned that they may have taken one more payment and I was going to cancel. I have canceled, but they did. I got a fourth month. I normally do 3 months of these things. I got a fourth month, and this is the fourth and final month. Now, if it doesn't look like anything's ever been in this, it's because it hasn't, because the things that they sent were so big that they had to send it in a box with the bag. Just a little heads up, for me, personally, I'm pretty disappointed in this bag. But that's 3 out of 4 months. I found high value in, and I have looked up the stuff that came in the box, and if you're into these things, you cannot buy them for the amount that you paid for this month's bag. So as far as the value, it's there. It's just not my cup of tea. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, the bag itself came in the box, the Big D bag. We're not going to go onto the review table. It's actually being used right now. It's full of stuff, but the bag itself. The first item here is chintzy. I'm not happy with it. For somebody that may collect things like this, I suppose it may be worth something to them. To me, this is just a piece of junk, and that is this like John Wick. This is that bloody thumbprint thing from the movie, and mine's broken. This is supposed to hinge up, and as soon as I pulled up on the hinge, it snapped off. So this thing's a piece of shit, and I really believe this to be a waste of space in that bag. Even if I was into these things, it's such a piece of garbage that it would have been a waste of space. Now, speaking of John Wick, you also get a John Wick cartoony patch. Again, I'm not into patches that I'm not using specific purpose. Flag patches, state flag, name tapes, things like that. So I'm not really big into patches, but for people that are, this is probably a very cool patch for a gun guy. Third item, there's 5 items altogether. Third item is a belt, a ratchet belt. I believe it to be leather, and it doesn't say much. It says 54 on it. The belt doesn't say anything. I have put it together. The buckle did not come attached to it. It is a It is a ratchet belt, and it is a wet noodle belt. You guys know how I feel about belts if you're from my channel. This isn't Core Essentials. I don't know who makes this belt, but I would never buy this belt. Will it hold up your pants? Sure. Would it be suitable for like a dress belt for you to go to court or a wedding or a funeral? All usually kind of the same thing. I suppose so, yes. It's not a gun belt, and I wouldn't call it a man's belt. As you guys well know, I'm a big fan of Core belts. They're nice and stiff. They hold up your gun. They hold up your pants. They seem to be virtually indestructible. The teeth on it seem to be better, and so on and so on. If you're not into Core belts for whatever reason, my second suggestion is next belt. This I would never suggest to someone. That does not mean you're not going to like it. It's just, for me as a daily gun carrier, a wet noodle belt like this serves zero purpose for me. I'm actually disappointed that they put it in there. I would have hoped that they would have come up with a better belt than this. Again, is it a reasonably nice dress belt? Yes, but that's the only purpose it really serves. So, then this little box I got, and it says made in China. Open it up, and there goes some hardware. Oh no, that was the bag that the buckle was in. Here's the hardware. What's it hardware for? I'm not sure really. So it's a money clip RFID wallet set, which if you guys watched my, was it my last Barrel and Blade or was it the Battle Box? Either way, it had a red one in there that I'm currently using and I really like. I needed a new one. This comes with one that has a carbon fiber look. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as the red one I got. Some hardware here. It has some sort of a square head screwdriver, a couple of bands, a couple of elastic bands, and this thing that I don't know what it is. Somebody tell me out in the chat room or out in the comment section what this is, because I don't know. So very cool, and this is cool. I like these, and anybody who finds themselves not liking wallets, thick wallets, and they don't really want to just shove everything, all their cards and stuff in their pocket, I highly suggest these. And really just about any style of these. You can get them really inexpensive to fairly expensive. But these are cool little wallets. Now, last thing is cool. Not for me, but it's cool, and it regularly costs about the same price as the entire bag costs. That is this EMI, I Thrive. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that says. Premium whiskey stones. I had to look up what whiskey stones are. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank in 3 years almost. Or maybe it has been 3 years. But I don't drink anymore. And so I didn't know what whiskey stones were. It's a very cool wooden box. It even smells nice when you open it up. You know, that freshly built wood box smell. Has padding and has a little card in here, and it's the whiskey stone set. Has some really nice, I mean, these are reasonably heavy rocks glasses, 2 of them, and then the whiskey stones, which whiskey stones are soap stones that you freeze and you use in place of ice without watering down your drink. They don't work quite as well as ice, but they do work. And then a bag to put your stones in. Stones in a bag. Is that a ball bag? I don't know. But very cool. Looks like a well-made piece of wood box there. IMI, whatever that is, premium whiskey stones. These are almost 60 bucks online. They range from 40 to the high 50s. I found it for just in the 40s on eBay, but from any other website, they're in the 50s, 59, even $60. So this is the price of the bag itself. That's what I mean by value of the bag. You can't buy everything here for the price. So we have a let's call it $50, a $50 box, or $50 whiskey stones, which almost covers the entirety of the order. You have the wallet set, which the wallets are anywhere from $5 to $20, something like that. So let's call it 10. So that's 60. You have this piece of shit, which takes $5 away. So we're down to 55. And you have this belt, which I'm sure the belt is probably a $20 belt. I'm sure somebody charges $20 for this belt. I would not buy this belt, but I'm sure somebody charges $20 for this belt. You may like the belt. You may like really, loose, noodly belts. I don't. So let's call it, my dislike of this belt versus what it probably actually costs. Let's meet in the middle and call it 10. We're still at $65. $65, $70 for everything here. Is it worth it to me? No. Like I said, I'm disappointed in this month's Big D bag. But for a dude who is into this stuff, is into cheap replica pieces of garbage, and whiskey glasses and things like that, and a courtroom belt, then it probably is worth it to you. So that's all I got for you for Barrel and Blade. My opinion doesn't change. The first 3 orders I got from them, I thought were high value orders, had a lot of cool stuff and good stuff in it. And again, not one of them was the value under what I paid for it. So that's at least a plus. There's other ones that I've used. I've talked about them before, and I'm not bashful about it. Tac Pack and Barrel and Blade are garbage boxes. For 3 or 4 months of those things, I never once received anything that was worth what was in the price that I paid. D-bag, I have. So take that for what you will. There's the review and final of my experience with the big D-bag. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Check out down below if you want to support the channel, patreon.com. And as always, thanks for watching.